What is going on, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream. It is that time of the week once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Singles of the Week. This is a segment where I like to break down some of the newest tracks that I've dropped this weekend, so be sure to check them all out for yourselves. They're all linked in the description down below. Let's get right into these new singles. Alright, we're gonna begin off with Miss Olivia Rodrigo with the new theme for the new Hunger Games movie, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This one is called Can't Catch Me Now. Developing a melodrama acoustic piece for this one, which, by the way, is just a great choice of bringing on Olivia Rodrigo, because this is what she's really been just indulging in and dominating in this sound. So I think it works, but it really does sound like something Olivia would really cook up in one of her soft-spoken acoustic ballads on one of her normal records. I really thought the bridge was really strong. It had a really good final finish to it. I can't say I'm in love with it. Melodically, it's sung well, but I'm just not really that crazy for the writing. It's just a little bit basic to me, but overall it works. And then moving on to Benny the Butcher with the track Big Dog featuring Lil Wayne. The verses is just super saucy. I would have liked it a little bit more if it had a little more flavor in the instrumental. I think because of how visceral they are with their verses and their rapping, it just doesn't really put off so well with the chemistry with the instrumental, because it feels too tame. It feels like something is really just off on here. Lil Wayne's vocals need a little bit of remixing here as well, but overall not bad. And then we are moving on to the next ones from Spiritbox. This one is called Too Close, Too Late. Metalcore fans, they pretty much already know what to expect from this, as do I. And honestly, I am just loving every time whenever I hear Corneal Plant get more and more comfortable with herself melodically, so that's a plus, and you see that on here. And with metal standards, I feel like this is acceptable. I feel like this is definitely one with appealing quality to it. I had fun with it. I'm a bit biased. I'm a really big Spiritbox fan, but I feel like overall it's a good song. I really do think so. And then moving on with Turbo and Gunna with the track Bachelor. I usually do not care for Gunna's new music anymore. Huge lack of imagination in my opinion, but just focusing on the sound production for this one, it is tolerable. I can definitely play this in the background in the car without getting irritated, so not bad. Then we got Tkay Maidza out with the track 1-1. Dude, this thing is out of control with the momentum. It is absolutely ferocious. It is so dope. The shifts and sequences are absolutely prestigious. I just love the confidence coming from Tkay Maidza, the lust into her voice. It's just so dope. It is just so dope how versatile the girl is. It's amazing. Alright, and we're gonna move on with Spiritual Cramp with the track Slick Rick. A really groovy rock piece right here they pulled off. Really hits you with the throwback feels with like a little bit of country in there. I'm definitely getting a little bit of country rock into there with a punk edge, of course. Very nice work. I feel like this was one that's like, it felt like very classic, very throwback, and it just hit the grooves really well. I really feel like it had the cues on point, and overall it was just well played. And then we got Arcangel and Peso Pluma with the track La Chamba. Pretty great reggaeton on here. One of Arcangel's strongest in his recent days, and it's also a really nice treat to see Peso Pluma hama to the reggaeton track, because it really does suit him. This is a good one. Then we got Paleface Swiss with the track The Gallow. This is a deathcore band I discovered a while back. If you're into deathcore, I definitely recommend you check them out. With this track alone, it's well balanced with things in deathcore. I will admit, things get just a little bit too wacky, a little bit too wild. They try to do a little bit too many different ideas on this. It's a lot of like Die Artist Murder mixed with Five Finger Death Punch, mixed with some gent, and I don't know, man. It's a little too much, way too flashy. And then we got Willow with the track Alone. The rhythms on here they're rancid. They are terrible. It is a terrible attempt of making abstract music. I can respect the risk, but it's a hecky no for me. Alright, and then Conan Gray is out with the track Killing Me, another pop track that I really do not care for. Lots of synth pop on here, but the structure is absolutely generic. It's very forgettable. I do not like this. And then with The Last Dinner Party on the track On Your Side. If you like indie folk, I recommend you check this out. Great instrumentation all around. Singing is also on point on this track. It does a great job of displaying a lot of like the ghostly folk aesthetic here as well, also bringing in some pop with the drums. This is really gonna make a great impression on people. I think this earns the green. And then we got Mac Hami and the God Fahim with the track No Golden Calf. The mixing is absolutely awful on this. It's so disappointing to see, because it sounds so sloppy. The duets are just not good. I do not think these guys sound good with each other. They really need to stay separate because together in harmony, it is awful. It wasn't good to me at all. Actually, worse. And then with Mount Kimbe, we got the track Dumb Guitar. This was just an absolutely pleasant play. I just love the production on here. The Rhodes on here are well tucked. Everything is just well patterned on here, honestly. Even with the distortions, they don't take any attention away from the vocals, which are flawless on here. Been loving what Mount Kimbe has been putting out lately. These songs just leave me tranquilized in my seat. I love every second of it. You should check it out. All right, then we're gonna move on to Nav with the track Baller. This one is just not good. Not a surprise at all. Nav is just very consistent with bad music. It's just kind of what it is. It's just like one of those things where you kind of flex how quickly you finish the track, but you can clearly tell that there's no time and effort put into this, so it's like, why flex it? It's trash. And then we got Megan Thee Stallion with the track Cobra. She went with a rock theme rap song on here, which I don't see that many people enjoying at all. I really do think it's generic. Nothing really hits for me on this track, nor does it sound like it stands out from the rest of the tracks that I tried out these two fuses, and I just thought it failed. All right, moving on with Alicia Keys with the track Golden Child. So I thought this was fine. Real mellow, smooth R&B feels from Alicia. Really does go all out with the glitter effects on here. I mean, there's embellishments left and right everywhere. Sometimes a little bit too much. A couple hiccups in some moments that threw off of some of the momentum, but overall, it's good. And then MGMT with the track Mother Nature. So, dude, these guys are just so good at what they do because the sound design is absolutely amazing. Really strong finish to the track too. Good organic qualities with awesome electronics into the mix too. The production is so exceptional. It's hard not to say it's fire. So, you know what? I'm just going to give it a fire because that's what it is. And then moving on to Cheekface with the track Largest Muscle. These guys just always crack me up every song. Like, it's so hard not to give these guys a certain rating because of how much they make me laugh. But I'm probably going to have to say overall the track is average to me just due to the fact that the progression, it doesn't really go that far. And I wouldn't really say that the whole work is terrible. But like one time, I feel like I'm good with it. Playing it more than that, it's just, there's no point. And then we got Brandy with the track Christmas Party for Two. It's an endearing vocal piece from her, I will say. It doesn't really feel like a Christmas song, but I mean, if you consider it like an R&B Christmas love song, then I guess in that aspect it works. Standard stuff though. I think it is worth the play, but it's not gonna blow you away or anything. It is pretty standard modern R&B, but you should definitely check it out still. Moving on with Kid Cudi on the track At the Party featuring Pharrell Williams and Travis Scott. I definitely underestimated this one before going in because I thought it was great. Awesome futuristic elements. Definitely feel the Travis and Pharrell effect on here, no doubt. And Kid Cudi is definitely in his Man on the Mood mode too. So overall, I thought these guys did really good on here. It's gonna get the green. Then we got Sevdaliza with the track Nothing Lasts Forever with Grimes. This is a really dope collab. I loved hearing Sevdaliza with some ethereal synthesizers and ambience. Grimes was definitely the best pick to really work with in terms of this influence. I felt like she was a little bit off for me lyrically, or not lyrically. Lyrically, there wasn't that much in here either. But vocally, I just thought it would have been cool if she worked a little bit of her magic, just making this sound a little more alien-like. Just because the monotone is just like not really doing it for me with the vocal processing, but overall it's still a good track. All right, and then the track that I chose to react to for this week's reaction video goes to the one and only Beatles. This one is called Now and Then, so be sure to stick around at the very end of the video to go check out my reaction and my full thoughts on the track. You are not going to want to miss it. For here, I will give you the official rating and is going to get the yellow. Be sure to go check out why. And we're going to end off this week's Singles of the Week with the track that I thought was the best out of the bunch. It is going to go to Matmos, Music or Noise. And that is just purely the question. Music or noise? Well, it's fucking both. And it is outstanding in both elements. I don't even know how these guys even come up with shit like this. Like, one of the most creative, fundamentally innovative works of art I've seen from a group. The things that they do with the sampling that they discover and just record from just random natural sounds and just things that they just from random things you can find in your room. It's just ridiculous. Like, the texturing is absolutely vivid. Like, they do such an amazing job in the sound design. Brilliant experimental music right here. And that is why this is the Single of the Week. And that is it for this week's Singles of the Week, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go to like, share, and comment down below of what you thought of these tracks. Do not forget to check them out for yourselves. They are all linked in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Deuces.